What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments, back with another video, back with an agent in the video. So for this video, we got Palantir earnings coming up. So I thought about, instead of just doing a regular deep dive, which I will be doing in a future video, I'm gonna give you guys a research agent, because we're in the AI era and we all need to be using more agents, more gems, more custom GPTs, reasoning agents, long task agents, whatever you want to call them. So in this video, I've got a research agent that I've made on Gemini this time instead of GPT. If you guys want the GPT version, let me know. I'll whip it up for you and put it in the description. But this agent here is designed to answer a lot of the questions that you guys ask me. This is what I use to do a lot of my personal research. I have several research agents. This is one of them, one of about 3 or 4. So what we're going to do, we're going to ask it some of the main questions that people like to ask going into an earnings like Palantir, and we're going to see what it has to say and how it can be useful, how it can help us. So first thing we're going to ask is, and this is why you got to use whisper flow, Bob, what do you think of, or what are people saying about Palantir going into earnings? What's the bull case? What's the bear case? What are the latest headlines? What metrics should I be looking at going into earnings? And what could make the stock pop versus drop? You know what I'm saying? Then we click the button. You see it types everything up for us. That's why you guys need to use whisper flow, so you're not just typing on your phone all day anymore. But then we ask Bob, the agent, you feel me? Now we see what he got to say. So he lets us know Palantir is going to be on Monday, February 2nd after market close. It lets us know that analysts are expecting a consensus of 18 cents. We need to beat that, and we need to seriously beat it. And they expect revenue of 1.34 billion. We got management guidance is at 1.32 to 1.33. And they want full year to hit 4.4. They're telling us about the AIP momentum. People want to see it up 121% year over year. People are talking about the valuation and how high it is. That's the risk, you feel me? It's letting you know about sector notes. Like, it lets you know about AI infrastructure versus software. It lets you know that things shifted from NVIDIA and the hardware players more to the software players, which we was talking about last year. And this year is looking like we're starting to get back into the hardware game a little bit if you see what's going on with memory. But they're telling us about the company data, what management's saying, what market's saying. We got the bull case right here. U.S. commercial velocity, sustained triple-digit year-over-year growth, 121%. Suggests AIP is becoming an AI operating system for enterprises. That's what I mean when I say it's locked in. Operating leverage. Operating margins are expanding rapidly. Analysts project non-GAAP operating income could reach $5.2 billion by 2027. Government stability. The $10 billion U.S. Army framework provides long-term stability and a revenue floor. The bear case. Valuation fatigue. Trading at 111 times price to sales. Perfection is being priced in, which means if anything goes left or they beat, but they only beat slightly, the stock could get hit up. That's kind of why you don't necessarily see me playing with calls going into earnings, because the stock has went up so much that it's just priced for everything to keep going right. And even if they continue to do what they need to do, if they don't significantly beat every single time, we get hit up anyway. So they got option sentiment, analysts, coverage remains polarized. They talking about Dan I's got a $255 price target right now. And other analysts are saying hold or sell due to how expensive it is. They say there's concentration risk. See, they let us know the risk. We don't just buy things blindly, contrary to the haters' beliefs. But while commercial is still growing, government contracts still represent a significant portion of the business, and delays in government funding are a headwind. So basically, they're saying that a lot of bears feel that the company's too reliant on government contracts as opposed to commercial. We'll see if that's true. Does that continue to be true? And they're still looking at stock-based compensation levels. That's like an old bear case from back in the day, but I guess bears still trying to hang on to something. And it shows the sources, you know what I'm saying? So what I like about this tool is you can really get to asking it in depth anything you would want to ask about. You see what I'm saying? Like, let me see. Let's give it another question. What else should we ask? what is analyst consensus going into earnings? Are they expecting a beat? Are they expecting a miss? What type of beat would it take to make the stock pop? And what could make the stock drop? What kind of beat would be good but not good enough? Let's ask that question. Let's see what we gonna get. Let's see what we gonna get, y'all. I was about to say. So analysts are forecasting 23 cents. So it's above what the company's guidance is already. So we really need to get way above that. We need to come with like 29 cent, 28, 30 cent to really moon up. Consensus revenue estimates are 1.3 to 1.35. Over the last 90 days, there have been 21 upper revisions to EPS estimates. So they're not trying to get caught off guard. They're not trying to get caught off guard with like a massive beat. They're telling us about the guidance watch. What triggers a pop? They need to beat 23 EPS, even though they're only saying 18. So they really need to go high. They need to get the rule of 40 even higher. It was 114 last time. Let's see if we can get it even higher. We need U.S. commercial growth to pop. It needs to sustain or exceed this 121% year-over-year revenue growth. So that's what would trigger a pop. What triggers a drop? Like in Q3 2025, Palantir beat estimates and raised guidance, but the stock dropped 8% the next day. I don't know if I was on video that day. It's probably one of the days where we beat and lost some money, but it's all good. We still got the shares. Let's see, guidance softening. If management does anything wrong with guidance, that's it. And insider selling sentiment. It shows minor insider selling by the CFO. But, you know, for people that really pay attention to that, even though a lot of it's scheduled, that could spook investors. Then we got sector flow notes. And it cites all its sources here. So what I'm saying is, you guys need to start using these type of tools, man. Not just for Palantir. You can ask this about any type of stock, any stock questions you got. It doesn't tell you when to buy and sell. It's a research agent. I actually have agents that talk about, hey, where we need to get in, where we need to get out. But, you know, that's a topic for another day. I got to decide how we're going to bring those to y'all. But check the link in the description. Tell me what you guys think of this agent. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video.